Hello, welcome to Yinka and Friends. In today's episode, I'm in Far Rockaways in Shoreditch. I'll be talking to Example about his new single Kids Again and challenging him to a game of Space Invaders. So thank you for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me in this wonderful location.
It's beautiful, no sarcasm. Do you find it hard to compete or to stay up with all the new kids who are coming in?
The honest answer is no, I'm not. I only ever really can't try and compete against what I've done in the past. And I don't mean like necessarily in terms of like chart positions or even like sales. Just I suppose nowadays the music industry, the modern music industry, it's not all about record sales like it was, 10 years ago. And it's certainly not that for me. Obviously I want to sell some, but it's more about just like a profile, and also with the live shows. My main, I suppose the thing I enjoy the most is being at festivals, headlining festivals, or being on the main stage, traveling the world, and playing arenas. So I just want to kind of maintain that level. My new album is all so positive and uplifting. It's called Life Living, and it's just like a party album. It's like our whole idea is you just stick this album on, on a Friday night and enjoy it until Sunday morning. So
your new track, Kids Again, is quite EDM.
Yeah.
Can we expect that the rest of the album to sound like that? I know you spoke about the sound briefly, but
do you know what? That track is probably the most out and out EDM. Even though people were trying not to use that term a year ago, now everyone's using it. I suppose
it's cool now,
It's kind of just an easy, we were so used for years in the UK and Europe of just calling it like dance music or electronic music or house or trance or techno. But I think now it's a good term. Kids Again is the most out and out EDM sounding track on the record, but the reason I did that is because I haven't had a hit for about 18 months. And as much as the rest of the album's got some really interesting different sounds on there, I needed to come back with a surefire club and radio hit to kind of re-establish me to, ensure that I'm all over radio and TV again. You
mentioned that, you like to play arenas and festivals. This summer, you are booked, it may seem, I don't know, to you, like hundreds of times in every single festival.
Yeah.
You're going to Mallorca, to Ibiza. What is it that kind of draws you to those type of performances?
I just like to keep busy, I like having time off. Like when I do last summer I did a run of maybe 7 gigs in 9 days. And after that, you're really knackered and you're like, yeah, I just want to go home and see my missus, sit on the sofa or go for a walk in the park, just do nothing.
Be normal.
Yeah, be normal for just a day.
So you're about to start your ultimate weekender, where it's like a small, intimate tour. You're going to be in London on is it the 16th? And then Glasgow and then Manchester, right?
Yeah. I mean, yes, I don't know why the hell we come up with this idea. It looks good on paper, but then the more you think of it, we're going to be dead. I've never done 6 gigs in 3 days before. It just makes sense to do these one-off shows for this ultimate weekender, and this album really is about giving the fans what they wanted. My last album was really, it was like a personal thing for me.
It was really introvert, I found.
Yeah, the last album for me was just something I'd always wanted to do. I'd always wanted to make an electronic grunge metal record.
Yeah.
A guitar album, because even though I grew up doing pirate radio, I was always had a love of Nirvana and Pearl Jam and Metallica. So I was kind of, because of the school I went to and it was dominated so much by black music culture, I fitted in, that's why I started MCing, to kind of fit in, because I was so rubbish at football and basketball. And I think I always wanted to make that guitar record. So that album, that last album was for me. A couple of 100,000 people bought it, they liked it. But this new album is really for the fans. When the fans are like, give me another Kickstarts, give me another Chains Where You Kiss Me, give me another Stay Awake, I'm like, this album's like, here you go.
I have it.
Here's 12 bangers, you know what I mean?
So I'm happy you've had a good time. I've got one last question for you.
Go on.
Which it ties in the whole location. If you were a kid again, what advice would you, if you could go back, what advice would you give child you? If you could give one piece of advice, what would it be?
To my own self?
Yeah, to your own self. So if you could rewind, I don't know, 20 years.
I'd probably be able to do with haircuts, I think when I went to university when I was 18, I dyed it blonde.
Oh no.
I had curtains when I was 15. I had a really dodgy skinhead when I was 11. And then, as you can see from my last 4 albums, the hair's been all over the gap. So I would have gone back to my sort of 6-year-old self, because I had a decent haircut then, just gone, stick with this for the next 25 years and you'll be fine. Because this haircut now is quite similar to what I had as a kid.
So this is your 6-year-old haircut?
Well, do you know what? I got so fed up with haircuts and like I had so many different stylists, and all people ever ask me on Twitter is like, when's your album out, or get a haircut? So I just went to my missus, I got off my Asia tour in December, met up with her in Brisbane in Australia, and I just got my clippers out. I was like, just shave my head. She was like, really? I was like, yeah, just get it all off now.
So you ready to play some games?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. Okay. How do I shoot?
We'll see wherever we want to see.
Come on, stop missing them.